Iran wants its money back. The United States says not yet. And between them lies over $100 billion in frozen assets, shaping the future of their negotiations. The standoff between the US and Iran is no longer just about conflict. Now, as ceasefire talks move forward, this frozen wealth has become the biggest bargaining chip on the table. Talks between the United States and Iran are gaining momentum, but a major sticking point has emerged: Iran's $100 billion frozen assets held abroad. Tehran is demanding access to at least $6 billion as a confidence-building measure, but Washington has made it clear the funds remain locked, at least for now. With the ceasefire deadline approaching on April 22nd, this issue could make or break the next round of negotiations. Frozen assets are funds or property of a country's central bank that are blocked by another nation or global authority. This prevents owners from accessing or selling their assets due to sanctions, legal rulings, or regulatory restrictions. In Iran's case, these assets are mostly oil revenues sitting in foreign banks, money the country earned but cannot use due to sanctions. Estimates suggest Iran has over $100 billion frozen overseas. That's a massive amount, nearly a quarter of its economy. Experts say it's several times what Iran earns annually from oil exports, making it a crucial lifeline for the country. The story goes back to 1979, after the Iranian Revolution, when 66 US hostages were held at the American embassy in Tehran. Then US President Jimmy Carter froze Iranian assets, calling the country an unusual and extraordinary threat to US national security, foreign policy, and economy. Since then, sanctions have expanded, tied to Iran's nuclear program, missile development, and regional policies. Even the 2015 Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action briefly eased restrictions, but sanctions returned after the US withdrew from the deal in 2018 under Donald Trump. Iran's funds are spread across several countries: China, over $20 billion, India, about $7 billion, Iraq, roughly $6 billion, Japan, around $1.5 billion, Qatar, $6 billion, plus smaller amounts in the US and Europe. Despite being Iran's money, sanctions prevent it from being freely used. But why does Iran need it now? Iran's economy is under severe pressure due to high inflation, currency collapse, and aging infrastructure. Access to these funds could stabilize the economy, rebuild infrastructure, boost growth after the war. It could also reshape Iran's relationship with its own people and with the world. On April 10th, Iran's parliament speaker, Mohammad Baghir Ghalibaf, demanded the frozen assets be released before the talks begin. A day later, in Islamabad, reports suggested the US may ease restrictions, but Washington quickly denied it, saying the funds remain frozen. Because for the US, unfreezing assets isn't just economic, it is strategic. It could signal reduced pressure on Iran or trigger backlash from allies. With tensions high and policies unpredictable, this decision could reshape regional dynamics. Now, with negotiations expected to resume ahead of the ceasefire deadline, Iran's frozen billions remain more than just money. They are leverage, diplomacy, and power all rolled into one. What remains is the big question: will access to these frozen assets unlock peace or deepen the divide?